It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And featured this week is Devin Singletary. He just crossed the century mark last week with 105 yards. It's the Dolphins and the Steelers on Sunday night primetime.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And this coaching staff has to be pleased with how their defense played last week. They held their opponents to 3 points, and that was it. If they get anything comparable to that performance, this one's in the bag.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
The drive will start with an option going left. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll run with Hall. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by last year's Super Bowl champion QB in his 14th NFL season now out of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Allen now looks to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Stafford. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Stafford. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 7 out of it, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And check down, complete to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And again, it's Allen. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Dancing to his left. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Miami set to take over. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense. This is unbelievable.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Stafford. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Complete to Antonio Gibson. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd.
Play action. Stafford.
19-yard line.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 on the play.
Here's Stafford. And this pass broken up. The contact long time and now 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the quarterbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Allen. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football.
A 44-yard attempt.
Succop's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Allen. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Hall.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Hall again.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was finished off by the rookie Breece Hall.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. On 2nd and 9. Allen throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Green complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Allen going to throw. He's got it to Hilton.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Allen now on 1st down. Quick slant, that's caught by the... Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Stafford. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. Down inside the 10. Touchdown Dolphins. Marvin Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Ryan Succop for the point after. And it's up through the goalpost. It's 17-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he will have a Steelers 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Takes it at the 7. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Stafford's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. Stafford on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Michel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and they will take over 1st and 10. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 65 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that will level the playing field at 17-all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to take over again on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. To Michelle on the screen. Taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen.
He'll get this underneath to Michelle.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Allen. This complete to Jones. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Michelle running up the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st, Michelle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, wide open receiver, complete. Able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Second down and goal. Allen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mike Gesicki. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Boswell for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it all concluded with a touchdown pass to the tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Stafford. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, Parker. Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's got it to Hilton.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Green complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On second down, Michel. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. There'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. This to make it a 2-score game. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On first down, Stafford here. Caught by Jones. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw is Stafford.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the counter, this is Singletary.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. On second down, a run with Gibson.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. This is caught by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking deep for Hilton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw once more on second and 10. Allen. To Michelle on the dump off. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the they break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Allen again.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Allen being chased out left. And that was up short. Low throw from the 21 and 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Caught by Green on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And again, it's Allen. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Allen got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Bryan Edwards, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Stafford. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Isaiah McKenzie, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Suka. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They begin with Michel on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The longtime NFL vet Marvin Jones leading out this offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He completes it to Jones.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And a completion to Wilson. From the 38, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Stafford.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
From the 38, Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Stafford. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Now it's Stafford. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it's certainly they got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know, it doesn't
feel right.
Exactly.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. The Dolphins get their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen to throw. And this he hit.
And he will have a Steelers down as he down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And they will take a knee here. Up the middle, it's Michel. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36.
Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Pittsburgh, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for Miami, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.